Lionel Messi will equalize a historic World Cup record set by Diego Maradona. These records will mean very little to Messi if Argentina fails to win the World Cup. Lionel Messi is set to equalize a historic record set by Diego Maradona when Argentina take the field against Mexico for a group stage match of the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar on Saturday. Messi, 35, will play in his 21st FIFA World Cup contest, equalizing the record set by Maradona for most World Cup games played by an Argentine player. Maradona, who died 2 years ago on this day, 25, reached the historic mark in 4 World Cups, one less than Messi. Messi is already the Argentine player with the most international caps ever. But the World Cup is an entirely different ballgame. Reaching Maradona in appearances on the sport's biggest stage will surely continue to forge Messi's legacy in his country. Messi could also reach Maradona in WC goals. In a 1-2 loss to Saudi Arabia, Messi scored his 7th World Cup goal for Argentina, and he'll have a chance of tying Maradona against Mexico. If Messi scores against Mexico, he'll be tied with Maradona and Guillermo Stabile for the second most goals scored in World Cups by an Argentine. Gabriel Batistuta leads that list with 10 goals, which Messi could also reach should Argentina continue past the group stage. These records will mean very little to Messi if Argentina fails to win the World Cup in his last rodeo. Greg Berhalter wants USMNT to score on set pieces following poor free kick versus England. The USMNT has controlled both of its World Cup matches, each ending in a draw. USMNT head coach Greg Berhalter said after the draw with England on Friday that he was satisfied with the result. Berhalter, 49, admitted the job is not done, as the Stars and Stripes will now face Iran on Tuesday, where they'll need a win to advance to the round of 16 of the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. The USMNT has controlled both of its World Cup matches, each ending in a draw, and is now at risk of getting eliminated should they fail to beat Iran or if Wales defeats England. Berhalter said he was satisfied for neutralizing England, and is now focused on generating danger on offense against Iran. The USMNT had 7 corner kicks against England and were unable to score on any of them. But it was the final play of the game that had American fans fuming. USMNT head coach Greg Berhalter post-game presser, instead of sending the ball into the box in hopes of a last-gasp header to break the deadlock, the USMNT attempted a trick play that quickly went sour as the referee blew the final whistle. In his post-game press conference, Berhalter stressed that the USMNT must score on set pieces. I think both teams worked hard. Both teams gave each other difficulties at times and all in all pleased with the effort, Berhalter said. Anytime you can get a shutout in a World Cup, it's a good thing. I'd like to see goals on set pieces. We're proud, but our work's not done. We have to win on Tuesday. We know 5 points get us in and we have to focus on the 5 points. England and the United States don't harm each other. Scoreless tie in Qatar. The USMNT and England played once again in a World Cup. England and the United States had a scoreless tie in their group stage match at the Qatar 2022 FIFA World Cup, in which they both are in Group B. The match was a very entertaining one with great offensive and defensive plays by both sides. Weston McKennie had a couple of opportunities to score a goal and missed. But he also left this curious image when he wiped his hands on a photographer's vest. USMNT England's first half. The USMNT and England offered a very entertaining first half during their group stage match, with both teams having the ball and initiative. For the Americans, Christian Pulisic was their most dangerous man on the field, with a header that went wide left of England's goal, as well as a potent shot that landed in the crossbar in what was his team's most important offensive play of the first 45 minutes. But still, Weston McKennie appeared to have the clearest chance to open the scoreboard. But his shot went above the goal defended by Jordan Pickford. On England's side, the best chance they had against Matt Turner's goal was a shot in the first minutes of the game after a great collective play. But Harry Kane's strike was blocked near the goal line, as well as a shot by Mason Mount that Turner sent a corner kick with a fantastic save with the right hand in stoppage time. USMNT England's second half. The second half picked up right where the first one stopped, with both teams generating several plays near their opponent's goal. Around the 60th minute, the Stars and Stripes had the control of the game, forcing England to play with their 11 players on their own side of the pitch and goalkeeper Matt Turner passing many minutes without interacting in the game. Gareth Southgate modified his lineup until the 69th minute with the appearance of Jack Grealish and Jordan Henderson in substitution of Raheem Sterling and Jude Bellingham. The team quickly recovered the ball possession and Grealish had a couple of dangerous plays on the USMNT's box. Greg Berhalter on his part made adjustments up until after the 80th minute and his team managed to recuperate from the siege that England was holding them to. Harry Kane had one of the last opportunities of the match, but his header went wide from the USMNT's goal defended by Turner. The match ended in a 0-0 draw with many emotions on the field and on the stands, with great support for both national teams.